All right there, rebels. Welcome to another episode of Rebellious Spirits, where we handle your questions. And today's question is a wonderful one. I'm very excited about it. It is, how do you convince non-believers that the paranormal exists? I think we need to ask ourselves some questions, to be quite honest. Like, why do we care? Why do we need to convince other people that something we believe exists in the first place? I think it really comes down to a bigger conversation about belief. I'll answer the question first and foremost. How would I get non-believers to believe that it exists? I don't. I wouldn't try. If they asked me about it, I'd be happy to talk to them about it, but I'm not going out of my way to try to get people to believe things they don't want to believe. Because we're all on our personal journey, right? We are, again, spirits going through a human experience. We are not from here. We don't stay here. But while we are here, we learn things. We go through this experience, and it's different for each of us, which is so beautiful. We could go to the same movie and have completely different opinions on it, right? And what's nice about that, too, is, and take note of this for every aspect of your life, you can have different opinions on things and still be friends. That's okay. You can still be respectful and talk to grandma over Thanksgiving dinner, even if you don't like the same, political opinions and that kind of stuff. We can still just be friends. That's all right. So within the paranormal world, I'm not out there to try to turn skeptics into believers. I think it's great to be skeptical and be thoughtful about things and not just believe what people tell you. Because again, the underlying thing is the idea of belief. Belief is a very powerful thing. And we want to believe in something more, which I think is great. And maybe not for all of us. Maybe some of us are very happy with just the way this material world is going, and we don't see need for more. We don't see need to have belief in an afterlife, or to believe that anything happens after they lower us in the ground here in the old boneyard. Maybe that's just the end, and for some people, maybe that's okay. Hell, maybe that's even what some people want. We don't need to force belief upon anybody. But as we go through this human experience, I think we have certain things that happen to us that make us question, right? We have experiences that we can't explain. And that may take us down a different rabbit hole than the ones that others choose to pursue. We may want to know more about it. We may have more questions about the unseen realm, and we want to find out more about it. But it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, and it doesn't have to be for everybody. It's a personal journey. And now for me, it's been something that has been very rewarding over the years. I find that knowing that there's more out there makes this a little bit more tolerable. And listen, I love life. I'm so thankful for every opportunity and every day, because it's not something I won't get to do again. Even this moment right now, filming this little video here, sitting in my truck in the graveyard, this is a moment that is going to pass by and I'll never have access to it again. So I'm very thankful for each day and every moment in this life. But for me, a lot of this life seems kind of empty. It seems kind of hollow, seems kind of fake. There's plastic people with plastic opinions and a lot of BS. We fight about nonsense. We sit in traffic. We work day jobs that maybe aren't fulfilling for us. We just try to make enough money to pay bills and buy mozzarella sticks. And for me, that's not enough. There has to be more. There has to be something greater. For me, there has to be a little bit of magic in the world. I still believe in things like the Loch Ness Monster, which people say do not exist. And that's okay. And I know maybe a lot of the evidence says it doesn't exist. But I need to have something more. I need a little bit more magic. And I kind of joke a little bit about Nessie, although I like to think she was out there at one point. Nothing lasts forever, except for the magic of Christmas and Santa Claus. But for me, there has to be more. And so it's a personal thing, and I choose to believe my experiences throughout this life, throughout this human experience, have brought me to believe that there is more, and that I will continue to find out more, and that when I'm all said and done, I will be somewhere else. This energy, this soul, this life force, however you want to look at it, will continue on in a different plane, in a different realm, maybe not that far from here. It might just be a little shift away. That's what a lot of the top people in the field say. I'm kind of down with that, It's the ability to check in on friends, family, loved ones, that kind of thing, and then, go somewhere else for a little bit. Travel around. Spread my wings and fly, baby. But anyway, so I'm not into trying to get people to believe. Let them have their own experiences. Let them go through their own life. If they ask you about it, feel free to share what you know about it. But know that we don't know everything that we think we do anyway. So there's nothing about this that has to be 100% right. And there's nothing about this that other people have to look at that has to be 100% wrong. There's room for belief. There's room for disbelief. And we just need to make sure that we leave a little room to be kind to each other as we try to have these bigger discussions. Anyway, that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll turn you over to the wonderful, the talented, the lovely, ladies and gentlemen, television's Kris Williams. Take it away, Kris Williams.
Dustin, I'm with you on this one 100%. My job was never to convince others that the paranormal existed, and it's not your job to. My job was to go into a location and look for rational reasons for why people might be having the experiences that they're having. It was all about common sense, critical thinking, and debunking. In the end, we'd gather what we collected for evidence, we'd present it to our client, and we'd encourage them and the viewers to be skeptical and make up their own minds. It was not our job to tell them what to believe. Something to consider too is, what if our common beliefs today in the paranormal turn out to be very wrong in the end? Who are we to tell others what to believe when we can't even prove the paranormal exists beyond a doubt? I believe there's a place in the field for believers, skeptics, and non-believers, and I believe the mix of those helps keep the field honest. If anything, we need more people who are willing to be not only skeptical, but have the guts to stand up to the over-the-top nonsense that's being peddled today. Too many people have jumped to blind belief, which is very dangerous. It leaves the doors open for a lot of fraudulent behavior, and in the end, that could ruin the field for all of us. And that is all we have for this week. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you here again next week.